Pisces gang, what it do, you guys? It's your girl Empress 777 here today with a general message for my Pisces soul family. I hope you guys are doing super fantastic. I most certainly am. Holy angels and spirit guys, please give us exactly what it is that we need to know in regards to my Pisces sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. These messages are general, you guys, okay? They may or may not resonate. Only take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for whoever is here for. Cross watchers, you are also welcome here, so just place yourself where you belong in the storylines, okay? If everybody would just please click that like button. It is what helps us grow, guys, okay? It's free. Just click it. Clicky. Also, if you want to make it official and become a part of the gang, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Notification bell as well, so you can be notified when I upload on the channel. So what's up, y'all? I hope you're doing fantastic. I most certainly am. Hey guys, whoever this is, this energy is definitely weighing kind of heavy. I feel like something is heavy on this person's heart, whoever this individual is. I do absolutely feel a disconnect in the connection between the two of you, or they feel disconnected from you. This is somebody who is kind of wishing that things didn't go down the way that it did because they need you. I'm feeling a sort of a sense of urgency that they need to speak with you. So you should be expecting a message from this person. I feel like it's coming in the form of like a text message, or they might just put something. If you're on social media actively, they might just put something in the comment section to see if you'll reply, just to kind of gauge where your head is at. If you're not on social media, then they may actually send you a text, right? It's not going to be heavy. Not as heavy as their energy is or their heart is. Okay, this is somebody who is going through something very painful. So that could be like some kind of a loss, the loss of a person in their life, somebody very close to them. Definitely sending them love and light. I'm getting kind of choked up here. They could have potentially lost a job. Okay, or they could feel like they're losing themselves, right? This could just be something metaphorically, right? Like they feel as though they're not themselves anymore, like they are having some form of an identity crisis is what they're saying. So there's this message that they will be sending. This is somebody who does look to you as somebody who has been a beacon of inspiration and just peace in their life. You may have been very good to this person, very nurturing. So that's possibly why you're at the forefront of their mind now, because you have nurtured them before in the past. I'm hearing like you've kind of bandaged up their wounds. That's just a figure of speech, but I feel like maybe you were there for this person. They possibly could have talked to you about anything. You may have given like really sound advice without judgment, that sort of thing. So you're the first person popping into their mind at this difficult time. They are trying to wait for the right timing, but I feel like in their mind, there is no right timing. They want to talk to you and they want to talk to you now. So we have Raven, we have Timing card here, and the very first card out was like White Lily. So there's something about purity, right? Like there's a very pure energy surrounding you. This person views you as somebody who sees them for who they really are, right? Like through all of the bullshit. This could be somebody who puts on for people who don't actually know them, but they were able to at some points in the connection with you be a bit vulnerable. You were able to see some of their vulnerability, even though they tried to mask it. So they feel like on some levels, you know who they actually are. Like they can be themselves with you. And then again, there's that sense of feeling at peace when you're around. Because I'm hearing, even if they don't talk to you, just being around you, right? Your energy is extremely pure to this person's soul. They may feel gravitated towards it on a soul level, guys. There's something renewing about being around you. So they may have dealt with a lot of darkness in their lifetime, guys, right? Like have gone through some bullshit in their childhood, or they just have some traumas, just some very dark energy surrounding them. But they can kind of feed off of your light when they're around you is what I'm feeling. Okay. Yeah, like almost as if they can recharge a battery or some shit. So they are coming towards you peacefully, right? With a peace offering, and they're seeking some form of peace of mind, right? They may just want to spend time with you in order to get their mind off of what's actually gone down. But there's that hesitancy. So something has happened to where they don't feel like they could just call you. There's a break in communication. Clearly. Because I only feel in the cards that have come out thus far like a yearning to speak with you, a yearning for conversation, or to be around you, right? To go to dinner with you, just hang out with each other, just be next to you in order to get recharged, but they can't just do it. There's something that's stopping them. Okay, so you're either stopping this person, you have either put up some kind of a boundary, or they could feel energetically blocked, right? Meaning you have some forces of protection around you to where they don't feel like they will just easily be let in. And this is somebody who, since they are going through a tougher time, they may feel very vulnerable, very fragile is the word that I should say. And that could also be where some of that hesitancy is coming in, because if they don't know what your stance will be, you do have the ability to shatter them. Right? They already feel very fragile emotionally, but you have the ability to really sink them. Sink their ship is what I'm hearing. So that could also be why they're kind of back and forth on whether or not they should say something to you, whether or not you care, you know, whether or not you're willing to be there for them. Will you just say, fuck them? I don't care if your best friend passed, like you did this and this and that to me. They wouldn't be able to handle that emotionally. So along with the energy of them wanting to be around you, right? Wanting to activate this peaceful tranquility within themselves via being around your presence. I do feel like this person wants to renew a connection with you, you guys, okay? Yeah, there are some underlying reasons as to why they're coming full speed ahead towards you. I feel like they're getting some kind of a download, or just maybe life has flashed before their eyes, right? Losing this person has really made them recognize how short life is. It could also have them recognizing how they have fallen short, right? In the connection with you. So there could be an apology coming in if you are owed one. Okay, it says, I know who you are to me. Okay. So they do feel like they're on a bit of a time crunch here, you guys, okay? Depending on how long the two of you have been in disconnect, this person feels as if the two of you are twins, okay? They feel energetically guided towards you, like a moth to a flame is what I'm hearing. If they haven't lost someone, then they just feel like they've lost themselves. Okay, things have been all downhill since the two of you have not been talking, or since they have not been able to be around you as much. They can feel the depletion. They can feel the difference. And that could also be what has them feeling, they feel like they can pinpoint exactly when they started to feel depleted, when they started to feel lower, was at the loss of the connection with you, or just not being able to be around you as much, or not being able to talk to you, something like that. Thank you. Okay, self-love. So here's the thing, right? I can feel the twin flame energy here as well. Though that might not be the case for all of you, so don't force anything to fit. But if you had already had in your mind, right, if you were wondering, or if you had already had an inkling that this was your twin, then you would have been correct. The work that the two of you would have needed to do in this lifetime in order to acquire union has a lot to do with self-love. So I feel like on both ends, right, just in different ways, the two of you neglected your own self-love in order to be with each other. And now we're at a juncture where you can't do that anymore. So on one instance, for the twin that was operating out of their lighter side, you would have been giving more. Okay, you would have been giving too much, over giving, and sacrificing fundamental needs, okay, in this connection, really putting aside your needs altogether for some of you. And for the twin that was operating out of the shadow side, would have showed up as the more selfish entity in the connection. The it's about me, right? The taker, That would be the one that's needing to get charged up, right? That's the only reason why they would be back. I don't know if I like where this is going. Because if the self-love portion has not been addressed by both, then what are we actually talking about here? You know what I mean? It's really like just signing up for another cycle of the same bullshit. Now, at the bottom of the deck, I do see karmic soulmate. And for some of you, that might be the case, but I don't feel that very strongly, because the difference between a karmic soulmate and a twin flame in this instance is that there is a very pure quality about how this person feels about you. Does that mean that they didn't treat you poorly? No, but I do feel like them treating you poorly came from a shadow side. It wasn't purposefully done. It wasn't something that they did out of selfishness. It's something that they did out of ignorance. So we have, I'm jealous. Wow. I feel like you waited for this person. I do. I feel like you were waiting. Okay? Again, don't force things to fit, guys. But I feel like you were waiting to see if the shift would happen, right? You wanted it to. Okay? There's no judgment in that. Okay? And I'm definitely sending you love and light as well. So there's just a heavy sense of loss altogether in this reading, because while this person who's showing up may have actually lost a person, and now they're looking to you to nurture them back to peace of mind and health, there's also a sense of loss on your end, or on the more enlightened twins' end, because you had to choose yourself, and that was painful, right? It sounds ludicrous, right? What do you mean it's painful to choose myself? Well, because to choose yourself would have led you to release this. You had to let this go. You had a specific download and message to walk away from a connection that you feel extremely attached to, very heavy. And the thing about it is, it felt heavy when you were with them, and it felt heavy when you left, right? So it's like, when do I get a fucking break, you know? I do feel relief is coming, but we also have this person coming back as well. So I don't know if this is a test or not, but I would love to know what work they've done in order to make the changes that would be required in order for the two of you to have union. Okay, because it can't just be done just because they want it. You know what I mean? It takes way more than that. Heavy, heavy sense of loss. So you may have mourned this connection. Okay, everybody's going to be in a different stage and phase in their healing journey. But for those of you who have already mourned this, then this person would have a sense of jealousy, because you're not as attached as you were before. And you don't feel as heavy of an attachment as they do. You don't feel as heavy of a pull. Now, does that mean that the pull is not there? No, of course not. This is your twin flame. Of course, the pull is still there. Of course, that, you know, that kind of skip in your heartbeat when you see the name pop up, or when you see the number pop up, or the DM, or the message, or the comment, that will not ever end. Okay. But there's also this strength, right? In what you've built, and what you have healed from, what you have recognized, right? The lessons that you have learned. That is way stronger than whatever this pull might be, especially, you know, for those of you who had been led to the dark night of the soul via this disconnect. If you have moved on, that jealousy is times a billion. This person does kind of view you as theirs. There's a bit of a possessive quality, meaning they feel like they should always be able to come to you, right, as their soft landing spot. When the world is hard, you are soft for them. And there's this notion that they're not able to just penetrate your space as easily as they were before. Okay. So even though those first couple of messages will start out quite surface level, if you engage this person, it will ramp up. Okay, they will start to speak about the connection in general, how they feel about you, the two of you having this soul tie, right? Feeling soul connected towards you. And they're also going to tell you about the hardship that they've experienced. We have give your relationship a chance. They want to work on this partnership. We have soulmate. So whilst those of you who are more spiritually inclined might use the term twin flame, this person may just use soulmate, right? Like, you're my person. I know who you are to me. I feel like our souls are connected. We've known each other before. Nobody makes me feel the way that you feel. Like, I love you. I'm, you know, right? All of the things. They want a renewal. I can't tell you what to do, but what I will tell you is, you know what needs to come first. Okay? It says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Love yourself first. While you have given a lot in this connection, you've given a lot to this person, resourceful wise, they are now back to come and sip from your cup because they have been wounded out in the world. It's going to be important for you to learn to remember the lessons, okay? And to protect yourself energetically. I know you love this person, so if you must engage them, it's going to be important for you to protect yourself at the very least. Okay, when this person recognizes that you do have a certain level of self-control, self-respect, and self-love, that might make them quite jealous because they're not there yet. Okay? And the way we know that they're not there is that instead of them going to seek healing by way of seeking their light, right? By way of coming out of their shadow side, seeking that self-love, healing, they're coming to seek the healing from you. I can't say that I like that very much, guys, okay? It's not your responsibility. And it does have the potential to endanger whatever progress you have made emotionally, okay? This person is coming with some very heavy shit. So just be very aware of that. Whatever, and the longer the two of you have been disconnected, the heavier the shit will be. I feel like their life is in shambles, guys, okay? And no, we don't wish anything bad on anybody on this channel. We don't, right? Like, I don't care how much I kiki. I'm very serious in this reading because the energy is serious. It's heavy, guys, okay? We don't wish bad on people. This is just the reality. And I feel like this person is definitely being taught some major karmic lessons. These are lessons that possibly have been avoided multiple lifetimes. Okay. We have karmic soulmate. We also have get your shit and get out. Right. So I feel like this person is like metaphorically out on their ass. They feel like they have nobody. They feel like they don't know themselves. They feel like they don't know what is life, right? It's a very, it's an extremely low vibrational energy, and they're looking to be recharged. I'm hearing like battery low. Please connect to charger. Battery low. They may have lost a source of inspiration. This person has just been really on a cycle, a downward spiral, okay? They could have encountered, so here's the thing, you're the twin flame, right? They could have actively, since you decided to go your separate ways, which I do feel like for a majority of you, that is what you decided to do. You chose yourself, okay? You decided to love yourself first, and that required you to free yourself from this. You healed in the process, right? It was fucking hard. Hard shit. That's hard work. And in healing, you start to elevate. You start to elevate in your frequency. This person kind of stayed and found someone else who they thought was a soulmate, but it happened to be a karmic soulmate, okay? So they have opened themselves up to be vulnerable to some pretty toxic energy. And it's kind of been this, like I said, downward spiral, a domino effect of things that they have been experiencing. And I do feel like a great deal of loss. They feel like they knew themselves best when they were with you. They don't understand how they got here. So they don't know what peace feels like anymore. Okay, it's really hard for them to track their memory, but the last time they tracked it, it was with you. So we have 6 of Wands. Ciao. Knight of Wands. Yikes. 4 of Swords. So for some of you, this person may have been diagnosed with some kind of, I'm sorry, some kind of STD, some kind of illness. Just be careful. You protect yourself, okay? I don't get that you'll be moving that far with this person. However, you are holding them at arm's length. The 4 of Swords it can signify like some kind of illness, right? Having to take a rest, being sat the fuck down, okay? Involuntarily in some instances. And with the Knight of Wands here, it could be because of sexual promiscuity. They were seeking a victory. This person was very arrogant. Okay, their arrogance is the detriment to this cycle. This is how they got here. They don't recognize it though. So they were thinking with their bottom portion, right? They were definitely vibrating low and thinking from the lower regions of their body. Doesn't matter what they identify as. Okay, this is a whoremonger. This is somebody who was seeking to hop on a wand, right? Sling that wand in order to have a victory. They do deem themselves, so they don't have much to offer, and that is what they go upon in order to find their next, I don't want to say victim, but find the next person that they can charge off of. So this person doesn't know how to self-regulate, right? They need to be in a relationship. They need to be in connection. At the time that they seek you out, I don't get that they're in connection, but I do get that they have contracted something possibly, or they could have potentially gotten themselves caught up in some kind of, either they've gotten pregnant or they've gotten someone pregnant. There's something that has happened, guys. Okay. A Tower. For sure. It's bringing them to their knees. This is a recovery period for this person. I don't get that they are actively talking to someone now, or at the time that they come towards you. Their well may have ran dry. They are coming to look for a recharge, a reboot, like a Tesla, bitch. The battery is running low. I'm trying to be nice, y'all. I'm trying. This is pissing me off. It's almost giving the energy of somebody who wants to see if you're still stupid. I ain't called you stupid, okay? So don't get down in them comments cursing me out, but that's what it kind of feels like. Someone who wants to see if, like, do I really need to change? You know, it's been quite some time. I haven't come towards them in all of that time. Like, maybe I could just come back and we can just kind of act like we're starting over. But I don't actually have to change anything. We have the Magician and we have the 3 of Wands, right? So here's what I think this person wants from you, okay? This is what I feel. This person definitely sees you as someone who is powerful, creative, abundant, peaceful, pure, okay, logical, valuable, attractive, smart, intelligent. I mean, the list could really go on and on and on and on. And they peg me as the type of person as, unless they can have a piece of that, right? Like, unless they can benefit from that, then they'll be jealous, right? If they can benefit from it, then they will go ahead and attach their USB cord to you and charge themselves up, get the ideas, get the resources, get the money, get that thing, right? And I feel as though this person has been kind of waiting, guys. I do. Whoever these people are that they had decided to see in the past were just kind of temporary. They have always been anticipating coming back towards you. Just be very clear about that. I don't care how long it's taken. With the Knight of Pentacles here, it's been very slow moving. So you may have in fact thought this person moved on, right? Like, I freed myself. Great, wonderful. Hard, tumultuous healing process, but I've done it. And now I will put myself first, right? You are kind of waiting for your ships to come in, but now we have this resurgence of the old. Okay, you will have a choice, guys. You're like, it's a no-brainer. I hear you. I hear you. And even though I keep it the realist, y'all know people don't show up the same way that these cards say that they will, right? I'm going to definitely look in the extended to see exactly what their approach will be. We are talking about a twin flame here, you guys. Okay, we are talking about someone that you've invested a lot into. When you have invested time, money, energy, your body, your love, your kindness, your money, okay, the list goes on and on and on. And it looks like there's an opportunity to actually get back a return on your investment because they are not showing up as low vibrational as they are currently residing. It can be tempting to at least try to get your lick back, to at least try to get your return on your investment, right? Like try to at least get your cup filled a little bit. Like, you owe me, bitch, you owe me. But I just don't know if that's worth it. You know what I mean? I think taking the L is something that is going to have you out on top. It's about like energetic warfare, you guys, okay? And it's not that this person, like I said, they don't purposefully try to do this. This is all they know. And they have been running from learning. They have been running from healing. I will look in the extended to see if there has been any forms of transformation, okay? I will be sure to do that. This could most certainly be just past energy. So we have first quarter moon in Libra. Keep your heart open. They are certainly hoping that those heartstrings, that heart chakra has not closed off, right? That they're able to tug the heartstrings just slightly. Okay? That you will empathize with them, sympathize with them for what they're going through or what they've been through, what they've experienced, the karmic debts that they have currently been paying, but they don't recognize that it is only getting worse. We have first quarter moon in Capricorn. Look, unleash your kindest self. So this is who they've known you to be. I feel like they will be greatly surprised at the person that you have become since they have walked away. It doesn't matter since you have walked away. Okay, well, since it has ended. It doesn't matter how long it's been. You're not the same person. Okay, we have last quarter moon in Virgo. Attend to the details, and that is the fright. That's the fright of their life. Details. Being detail oriented requires brain power. It requires thinking. They don't want you to think. They want you to lean into your emotions, lean into your heart. Listen to your heart. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the extended. I'm gonna really dig in over there. I want to kind of get down to the nitty gritty. I'll also have new love over there in the extended as well, you guys. For those of you who do recognize this as your twin flame, but have also come to some form of radical acceptance that this is not the lifetime that the two of you will become one. For some of you, there may be still a chance. We will look, okay? Let's see, what do they think they can do to turn all of this around? That'll also give us an idea in reference to their intentions, right? I also want to know what transformational energies are surrounding this person. Have they transformed in any way, shape, or form or fashion? And if so, how? Okay, how will the divine deal with them moving forward? What are the remaining karmic debts that they must pay? Because if you are in any close proximity to this person, it may have some effect on you. Let's get their next steps. Okay, so you could be fully prepared, and then we will look at the potential outcome, whether you decide to stay or go, right? We will look at both. There's no judgment. And then we're going to get into your new love. We'll also do some advice. And I think I'm going to throw in, do y'all remember this? We're going to do a pendulum read. Okay, let's do a pendulum read. I'll give you the floor to ask question, but we'll have more instructions for that over in the extended. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right over there. But first, click the like button as well as the subscribe button. And I'm going to put the link for the extended reading down below in the description box. And I'm going to see y'all over there. Let's go.